Hey, what's up, homies? You know what time it is. It's the beginning of the month. It's time to go over the market report for Los Angeles County. This is your host, Anthony.
I'm Angel.
I'm a realtor.
I'm a lender.
And hopefully together we can break down what's happening in this crazy real estate market. We got to go on for you. Prices in Los Angeles County finally dropped. Yep, you heard that right. Prices in Los Angeles County finally dropped for the first time since December. It's not that often that from June to July prices drop. So we're going to dissect this real estate market and then give you some projections for the rest of the year. So Angel, I'm going to go rocket rounds real quick, okay? We're going to go over the median sales price. So the median sales price decreased from $835 in June to $825,000 in July. Now, the amount of active listings increased. About 1,600 more active listings than we had in June of 2021. This is tremendous news for you buyers, right? And what this led to is an increase in month supply from 1.7 months to 2.1 months. Remember, inventory month supply is if there was no more homes listed in Los Angeles County, it would take 2.1 months for that active inventory to be sold. Now in a balanced market, we're talking about 5 to 6 months. So we're still in an extreme seller's market, but this is a tremendous increase from 1.7 to 2.1. This is the first time that we've been over 2 since February of this year, right? Now, when we look at price per square foot, because this is another indicator if prices are starting to drop, because sometimes you might have a median sales price dipping, but price per square foot might not, and it's not a true indication of prices actually dropping. But price per square foot did actually drop. So prices are actually dropping. It dropped from $548 to $547. So again, this is really good news for you buyers. It's supporting that we're transitioning a little bit more towards a balanced market. Now, we want to look at closed volume. Closed volume did dip from 17.3 billion, which was a record we had shattered last month, to 15.9 billion, which is still a lot. That's still 36% more than what we had a year ago, but it is slowing down. The real estate market is cooling off. Angel, what catches your attention about this real estate market trends here?
That it is cooling down, to be honest with you. Right now, as we've mentioned in previous podcasts, summertime is really where we see those home prices increase, right? So I think this is a really, really, not in general, it's a big sign, but the fact that this is happening during the month of, or that happened during the month of July, where that tends to be one of, I don't know if it's the highest or it's for sure one of the highest months of the year as far as real estate sales and home appreciation. For that to be the month that home prices drop, it's an indicator that I think we are going to be, slowly but surely moving back to a more balanced market. So it's very interesting to see. I'm very interested to see how the August numbers come out next month and see if that trend continues or it was just, a one-time month for whatever reason.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. So typically in the summer, prices tend to increase pretty much through late fall, and then in the winter they retreat back, typically around $10,000 to $15,000 in Los Angeles County. Now, what's interesting is that we had just explosive home price growth. We're talking in January 2021, it was 721,000, and then by June of 2021, so in 6 short months, it went to 835,000. So it had increased about 114,000. It was increasing about 25,000 a month, which is really abnormal. Now it just retreated back another 10,000. So it's starting to balance off the market, which is good. And again, it's being supported by the price per square foot, because the price per square foot did drop as well. Now, homies, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the podcast. If you want to see these charts, please refer to our YouTube channel, because we post all these charts so you can see it for yourself. I'm a big fan of, and I'm a big visual person. So if I see the charts, it makes it a little bit easier for me to understand what's happening. But yes, it's being supported, right? The prices are dropping, not just median sales price, but price per square foot. And this is leading to more listings as well. So we do have more listings. So it's all around a better time to buy right now than what it was the last couple months.
But with that being said, too, what I can say from working with buyers, um, it's still very competitive though. Don't think it's gonna be a breeze just to get into escrow now, but it just makes it a little less competitive than it was before. But there's especially those hot properties, the ones that everyone wants. There's still lines out the door just to see them, right? But this is a good sign. But I just don't want it to get misconstrued with it being that if you look for a home now, you're gonna get into escrow, no problem, right? It's gonna take some time still.
Yeah, absolutely. Angel nailed it. So it's just a better time to buy.
Yeah.
It's not as hectic as it was before. A home will have about 5 offers as opposed to, 10, 15 offers that we were seeing before. So that's a good differentiator there, Angel. Angel, what are some projections that you have for the next month and the rest of the year?
Honestly, I'm really surprised that it decreased again since it's July. Since it was the month of July and it did decrease, then I can see it slowly decreasing for the rest of the year. I think that's going to be my prediction on it. So again, I'm very interested to see how the August numbers come out to see if it continues with that trend. But if July decreases, then there's a chance that maybe August stays about the same, right? Similar range. And then it's definitely in September, October, November, and December, I would predict for everything to decline as it becomes towards the end of the year, holiday season, and more kids going back to school, less people are going to be out there buying.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm looking at the history of median sales price, and typically the hottest month, the month that has the highest sales price in Los Angeles County in the last 5 years is July and August. So after July and August, we can start to see prices slowly starting to retreat back. Not tremendously, like 5,000 a month, sometimes plateauing. But yes, it's going to be interesting to see whether we see a bump in sales price next month before we see the seasonality of prices dropping, or if we're already going to start a premature season of price dropping until the holiday season and the beginning of next year. So go ahead, Angel.
And with that being said, one thing, historically speaking, when home prices drop, interest rates increase. What I can tell you right now, rates are actually extremely good right now. So don't get that confused that the interest rate has anything to do with that price dropping, right? Rates are as good as they've probably been since February, March time. So right now is a really good time as far as interest rates. It's just less people are applying for loan applications. So, that has to do with it. Less people, less demand, more supply to the people who are out there. And then along with that, just for anybody who's interested in refinancing, I thought I'd just mention this real quick. There was a fee called the adverse market fee that was applied to every mortgage refinance, any Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac refinance, conventional loan. Basically, there was a fee that was added that was adjusting your interest rate to be higher than someone who was buying. They just took that off a couple weeks ago, I think about a week or two ago. So now, or it might have been this week, I'm sorry, but now that does not apply. So anybody who's interested in refinancing right now is also a really good time to refinance. Rates are extremely low, and it's important to take advantage of the fact that there's no more adverse market fee. It's going to get you the best rate possible out there.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. Out of curiosity, how much is that fee typically?
Well, it adjusts the interest rate, right? So we call it basis points. So it was a 0.5 adjustment. So I mean, it was probably getting your interest rate maybe about a quarter higher, just depending what bank you're working with. So now that's gone. Now you're gonna get a rate as of that. Well, with that not being there, right? Like just like the regular home buyers, they didn't have that fee. So it's a good sign. It's a good thing for you guys and anyone interested in refinancing. It's still really, really good time to do so.
Gotcha. That's interesting. And that leads me to my next question, Angel. I kind of want to get a pulse of what the mortgage market is looking like. So are mortgage applications increasing? Are they decreasing? What are interest rates looking like right now?
Yeah, so applications have definitely been decreasing, right? They dropped about 3% since last month, or 3% since February, excuse me. But they are decreasing. The average rate is less than 3% right now. I know FHA is in the mid to low 2s right now, so extremely good time for FHA buyers. And conventional as well, if you have the high FICO scores, good down payment, you're looking at the higher twos, 2.6, 2.7 right now. So still really good time for you conventional buyers. Of course, depends if your FICO score, your down payment, if it's high balance, different things like that. But in general, just extremely good rates right now.
Yeah, I agree with Angel. So I'm looking at the Mortgage Banker Association, and the 30-year mortgage rate has dropped below 3% for the first time since February. So it's a really good time right now to purchase or refinance your home, especially now that the adverse fee is dropped.
Especially on the refis, I just want to mention too, like I feel like a lot of people, since they have the house already, they take their time on the refi to get everything started. Just do it as soon as possible because you never know when the rates can jump again, right? Like just take advantage of the fact that they're low. Today they can jump, or tomorrow they could go up a little bit. So try to get the best rate possible as you possibly can. So if you're anyone interested in refinancing, just move with that sense of urgency just to make sure you get the best payment possible.
Absolutely. And another thing that I saw from the Mortgage Bankers Association with their weekly update was that mortgage applications also fell from last week. So this is another sign that's supporting going out and looking for a home right now, because there's more inventory, prices are finally dropping, and there's less competition because there's less applications for mortgages. So 3 really important things that should really be in your favor when you're looking for a home right now.
And one thing also too, just to mention, that's going to support that the economy, like the housing market's not going to crash. Forbearances has also the percentage of forbearances has also dropped as well. So we continue to see that decreasing. So again, as far as there being some crazy housing market crisis, I don't foresee that happening.
Gotcha. And then for those of you that don't know, the eviction moratorium expired, and then as of yesterday, they went ahead and put it back on for certain neighborhoods that are seriously in danger of homelessness and stuff like that. So the eviction moratorium is back for another 2 more months for those of you that don't know. Angel, is there any last words you want to give to our homies out there?
Nothing new, right? Just be ready for any buyers. Always just, even if you're looking to buy in 6 months, a year, it's always good to, meet with the lender, meet with the realtor, and just build a game plan for it, right? And make sure you're in that right position to buy in that time, because a lot of times people just come in thinking they're ready and something's not there. So if you guys have any questions, anything, what credit score do I need, or what's the down payment? I have this much debt. You want a quick estimate or quote without running your credit? Me and Anthony are always here to help you with that stuff.
Absolutely, Angel. So that's gonna wrap it up, homies. Angel, where can we find you?
At Your Mortgage Angel
on Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah.
Absolutely. And then you know where to find us, the Love I Know Scoop, your favorite real estate team. Thank you, homies, for joining us today. Again, this is Anthony.
I'm Angel.
I want to wish you all the best. Take care and stay safe.
Thank you.
Hey, homies, it's Anthony. This podcast contains my opinions and is for educational purposes only. It does not guarantee any projections and should not serve as a basis for any purchase or sale in real estate.